Hi everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome. It's day 5 of our 24 days of tags for this year. And today we're going to be using holly. So whatever size, whatever style holly you've got, that's our theme. And of course, red and green are synonymous with Christmas. So I'm using festive berries and mowed lawn. I've got green oasis and nocturne for the stamping. I'm using carnation red for the berries on my holly. So here, what I am using is the holly stamp from Lavinia. And for my sentiments, I'm using this stamp from Sweet Poppy Stencils. It's the large Christmas tree. Absolutely love it. There's a gorgeous 25th there and a gorgeous Merry Christmas. So that's what we're going to be putting on our tags here. Behind the green one, I'm using a stencil, if you can see that. We've got some texture happening there, but on the red one, I've left it plain. So this is sort of a bit of a softer look behind the holly, but there, our theme is holly. So to create the circle, I've used, you can use anything you like, you know, a bottle. I've used the circle aperture stencil from Sweet Poppy to create our circle outline, or a roll of tape, just draw around it, a plate, a bottle, anything you like. So we'll get started. As always, my tag is 6.5 centimeters by 12.5 centimeters. I've snipped the corners. Let us go. So using a pencil, I took my stencil, placed it down. Actually, I did have my magnetic sheet underneath it, placed it down and drew a circle on both of my tags. Then the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to take my holly stamp and my nocturne and I'm going to go round the entire circle. So I just thought that whilst I had my holly stamp out, I may as well create both tags with both colours. So you can see I very carefully inked up the stamp each time and just made a clear impression all the way around the circle. There is no need for us to erase the circle because once we've put our shading and our blending in the background, we won't need to. So I'm going to do the green one first now. And I'm just going to lay my stencil over it. I've chosen Glory. Honestly, any stencil will do. And I'm going to take my blending brush, and again, any blending brush you like. I'm just seeing how much ink I've got on my blending brush before I start, and I'm moving this in a circular motion. What that's going to do for us is it's going to create a bit of texture behind our holly. Holding it in place so that hopefully it doesn't move. Okay, and then without the stencil, I'm going to put a bit of shading down. using my piece of acetate, so in case I've got any ink on my fingers, I'm not going to transfer that to my beautiful design. And again, just softly, softly creating a lovely little glow behind this holly. Some of these tags are not that involved or deep, but you know, as I said, my idea was always to give you inspiration so that you can look back. Perhaps you've lost your mojo for a little while, look back and think, oh, I can do that. And once you start to copy something, then one thing leads to another, and then you find yourself creating something special. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. It does happen to me quite a lot. So I'm now, that's it. That's our background. I'm now going to ink up our sentiments and place those down. This is a beautiful script, beautifully clear, crisp image. And then I'm going to take my 25, again, still using the black. I think the black just gave it a really strong contrast. We're just going to pop that down. Lovely. I love it. Now I'm going to do both sets of berries at the same time towards the end. I'm going to bring back my red one, or what will be my red one, using festive berries, which absolutely is the best Christmas red. And this one I haven't put a stencil in. As I say, this is going to just have this lovely soft glow. So again, this is another tag that could be used for Christmas cards. Very simple, but very soft, elegant. If you keep it moving in a circular motion, you tend not to land up with any squidges or dark scrapes across your page. There we have it. So you can see that lovely, lovely glow behind the holly there. And again, we're just going to ink up this Merry Christmas and pop it down in the center of our circle or half circle. I must have cleaned that with a different cloth. So the cloth that I use is a lint-free, this one is a muslin cloth, but I always try to find lint-free cloths so that I don't land up with any little fibres in my stamps or on my work. Voila. And then the very last thing we're going to do is we're going to put carnation red in the berries around our holly wreath. And again, you've seen me do this a long number of times. I'm just going to put a tiny bit onto my acetate so that I know how much pressure to apply when I'm putting it over my berries. So depending on how much pressure you apply will give you different sized berries. So there we have it. Now, how simple was that? And yet so very effective and striking. As I said, that would make a lovely little Christmas card, or you could make it smaller. And so depending on the size of your circle or your bottle that you made your original mark with, you'll get up a different design. So, and then I've just added the appropriate coloured ribbon to the tag when my berries are dry. So thanks so much for watching. I would love to see your makes. If you haven't found me, my group is Karen Telfer Craft Creative Community. We are sharing our makes there, and I'd love to see you and what you're creating. Bye for now.